A directed incentive. Traditional broadcast advertising methods have always had great difficulty in targeting a specific desirable audience and terrible success in being able to offer advertisers a measurable return on their investment. Incentive advertising has proven to be the most effective method to measure a response. Discounts and coupon incentives trigger a call to action, offering a limited time measure of the effectiveness of your ad. Consider what the costs in return are. Advertisers must incur the cost of publishing, and then also incur the cost of the discount promotion. Consider what a single ad in our newspaper costs for a single day, a week, or even an entire month. Now, did you add the cost of your promotional incentive? What about the cost of who you are attracting? Incentive and discounts are not particular to whom uses them, and you might be spending your money on promoting to attract the exact customer that you don't want. It's much better to target your incentives. Community marketplace television members target your promotion to your most desirable customers through a value add invitation. And unlike broadcast advertising, our trained agents target your most desirable customers and offer real incentives to encourage them to attend your establishment instead of any other, and visit you on a more regular basis. A special invitation of CMPTV Publishing is an incentive offer that encourages a much more professional client and creates a social environment that attracts a more desirable and consistent customer for your business. And in making new patrons, they somewhat become promotional partners in the community. Professional patrons now have real incentive to visit your establishment and use PAP Wi-Fi to share your promotions across their professional and social networks. A directed promotion that works for your business and attracts the type of client that you want to attract. It's a measurable difference from what it is that you're used to, giving you the tools to create your own results. The science behind our business. Factors that make people say yes have been studied for more than 60 years, and there is no doubt that these studies have established a true science of persuasion with accepted laws. The 6 laws of persuasion are reciprocity, scarcity, authority, consistency, liking, and consensus. The most dominant law of persuasion is reciprocity, which is the obligation to give when it is that you receive. For example, if you were invited to a party, you naturally have a social obligation to invite that same person to a future party that you might be having. The theory of reciprocity also extends into a professional network called a professional obligation. Whereas one party was to do a favor, it is assumed that the other party would return the favor. The theory of reciprocity and the data on the value of reciprocity comes from a series of trials from within restaurants. If you've been in a restaurant, it's likely that your waiter has brought you a gift, a liqueur, a fortune cookie, or even a mint, and it would have usually come with the bill. The question to be answered is, on the potential value of reciprocity, or does giving of a mint affect the value of the tip that is left by the customer? The actual results are quite substantial. By bringing each member of the waited table a single mint, it resulted in a 3% increase on the average tip amount. But by bringing 2 mints per diner, the average tip increased to 14%. But the most substantial increase come not from the amount of mints, rather how the mints were delivered. A waiter that approaches a table and says, "For you special people, I brought you some extra mints," actually increased the tip on average by 23%. How the mint was presented was the factor that offered the greatest results, proving it is less important on what is given and is much more important on how it is presented. The key is to establish reciprocity with the most desirable professional customers and encourage a more profitable and consistent clientele. Advertising on your CMPTV is a great incentive and a great gift. It's a good idea.